This tutorial will illustrate creating and using custom reports. Custom reports will require a Microsoft Excel license. The first step is to format your report template, including labels, headings, and static text entries using Excel without involvement with TotalView. Report template. The name followed by sample count and other entries from as well as the nominal value coming from the recipe. I'm going to have 4 measurement names. And these correspond to the 4 sides of the UG system I have hooked up presently. I also decided to include a separate tab down here for importing a trend chart. Other examples that you can also label and provide room for are attribute values, data logs, flaw reports, window captures, process tracker, recipe name. You'll want to make sure you close of the custom report template. Open up TotalView. Link the spreadsheet cells with the values within TotalView. In TotalView, report, and press OK. And browse for the custom report template that we just saved. Open it up. These 2 windows arranged so that you can have simultaneous viewing. On the right-hand side, under custom report names, you can browse for all the different things you can insert into this template and link to. Most of what I'm going to be putting over is SPC data. You see I do have the 4 measurement names that I mentioned before. And this time it's to the top here, as it'll be the same for the rest of them. The first one I'm going to be bringing over and linking is the sample for the top. Highlight the cell where you want it to go. And click on the tag value. Click Add Name to Workbook. Links. Have them get them linked as well. Average and the maximum. The range. Yet is the nominal. You get that out of the measurement value itself. Under specs, nominal, add name. Things I'd like to include in here is the time. That's all the way at the top under attribute. And also the date. Also for the trend chart, where you'd like it to appear, and also the aspect ratio that you'd like to appear. You'd probably want to have this to match actual trend chart itself. Want to import, but go back to your Excel file. Make sure that you have the tab displaying how you want it to look when you open the report for the first time. And exit out of the custom report names itself, not the Excel file. It'll close both together. Now we need to have an action in order to generate this custom report. Go to Full Configuration, to Actions, Add Action. And this is under Report Generate Custom is what you want to select. Make sure you have an appropriate name. Custom report, tab, the Excel file you're going to browse for is the custom report template that you just completed and saved. Open that up. If it's password protected, put the file name here. Save or print the report. In this case, I decided to save it. You'll see we have another tab here. This thing's saved. Recommend having a with the date as a folder name. Is the day's activities. To turn it into a folder, just put another / on the other side of it without any spaces. Without any spaces, what you want for the name of the file. Okay to have spaces inside of it, but make sure you don't put a space here or you're going to have yourself an error. Have as included into the file name itself at the time. Press OK. Note is that any reports that you want to include inside of your custom report or any graphics need to be generated and saved to the hard drive before the report creation. In this case, the only one that I have is this trend chart down here. Create an action to get that saved to the hard drive first. The action I need is trend chart save. Have an appropriate action name. I'm going to save it to the same location. In that same folder, entitled by the date of the creation. And also by trend and the time in the file name. What I want is that one. As this aspect ratio needs to match what you have selected in the Excel file as well as view down here, otherwise it's going to appear skewed. We see is much shorter than the width, which is the highest you can put in there. Another action I'm going to make, what I like to do when I do custom reports, is a sleep action. Do this just before the report. We'll make sure that it's done saving everything by the time the report is created. Last thing we need to do is combine everything into an action macro. It's done by making a new action. And macro, execute list of actions. Make sure you have an appropriate action name, and now select everything you need done. Remember what I said before about having everything saved that you're going to be including in this report. It's going to be executed in the order that you see here on top. Pause for 200 milliseconds. Okay. Last thing we need to do is assign this to a button. And then display. I already have a button ready. Custom report. Grab the macro we just created. Data to actually include in this report. You'll see here under the top, max, min, range, and standard deviation, 64, 35 sample. Click my custom report button. And where I had this saved on the C drive, there's the folder just created for me. The folder name, the present date. I'm going to open up as the trend chart just to show you how we got that saved first. Here in the customer report. Also pull that up. Here you can see we have the time and the date and all the values filled in. The chart you can see on the next page. Training Tutorials by Joel.